Hi everyone, it's Darlene and I am going to show you a little sewing project today. Very simple, very easy, very quick, and also handy. What you're going to need is 2 scraps of fabric in 2 different styles or colors. I like to mix patterns and prints and colors, so I'm going with the scrap that I have of this brown flannel, plaid flannel, and this red floral print with some navy flowers and some gold in it. Just part of my probably 2,000 yards of scraps that I have in my cellar. Okay, what you also need first, if you don't have a can opener like this, run to get one. I'll actually try to look for some links to see if I can find this at Walmart or a few other stores. This is one of those side cutters. You just put it on the can, turn, 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 and it cuts a can with no boo-boo makers. See? Not sharp at all. And the cover also, I tossed the cover, but the cover also is not sharp. So it's, even if you don't do crafts, it's nice to have for, you know, when you have kids around. Nobody's ever going to cut themselves. So you need a can, any size can you want. I use the tomato can. You need one of these handy dandy, I don't know what they're called, if they're called safety cutters, side cutters, whatever, but they're very handy. And then 2 pieces of fabric. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your can, first measurement. And this is such an old, it's old, it's ripped, it's like, oh my goodness. I don't care, it works. Just measure, and I'm at 12.5, so I'm going to round up to 13 and add 2 inches, 15. I want my 2 pieces of fabric to be 15 inches long, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Scissors, hello, where are you? Way over there. Okay, I'll do it this way. I just use my cutting mat, and 15. I like plaid because it gives you a cutting line. Put that away for another project. And I'll do the red in a bit. Okay, now we're going to take the can, and you're just going to put the measuring tape to the top of the can and across the bottom. And I'm almost at 9, so I'm going to call it 9. And that's probably, I don't know if that's upside down for you or not. It's upside down for me, so it's probably upside down for you. I'm going to add 1 inch. So let's say 10. So no matter what size, what you got for a number, just add 1 inch. So I want to make sure. Now look, I'm not quite at 10 here. I'm not going to care. I'm just going to cut it across this line here, and that'll give me almost 10. It'll be close enough. Okay, now this piece is done. Put that aside. Now my red. Now what did I say I had across? Doesn't matter. I'll just use this to measure. My red, I want my red to also be, I want it to be just the florally part, not this part. So let's see here. No, we'll use another one. So, okay, this should do. So I want it to be the same in this direction, and you can see that I'm not fussy about how I cut here. Nothing fussy about this girl. I'm gonna go press this. Okay, I'm back. So my red piece is the same width as this brown piece, and doesn't really matter how long it is. I think you want it to be like, let's say more than half. So I'm just going to lay this on top. And where's my half? Like right here. So I'm going to cut the red like down here. You can leave it the whole, doesn't matter. It's not going to show, so as long as you get more than half, you'll be good. So there's my 2 fabrics. Let's start with the brown. First, I have to decide which side I want to be the right side. There's a fuzzy and there's a not fuzzy. And I think I'm going to do the fuzzy, make the fuzzy be, gee whiz, be the right side. So you want your right sides together. I'm going to fold it. And you can see that I'm not even, and I don't care. Good enough. Fold it. Now I'm just going to go down the open side and the bottom. Leave the top open. I'll be right back. Okay, you can see that I just sewed down one side. Now look how crooked. I'm just going to trim that. That'll be good enough. I just sewed down the side and across the bottom, and you don't have to be fussy what color yarn, what color thread. All I think about is yarn because my mother's in desperate need of 100 more skeins. Now what you're going to do is we're going to box off the bottom. So you're just going to open the bottom of your bag up and kind of make a point here. Maybe I should trim that. Okay. We're going to open the bottom. And can you see how I'm doing this? I'm just going to flatten that out. Make a point. And I'm going to sew at the machine. Well, I'm going to leave, maybe like 1.5 inches. I'm going to sew across here. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. You just open your bottom, flatten it out, and about 1.5 inches, go across. Okay, it's going to be pretty hard to see, but you can see that I folded that down and then I sewed across and made two little, can you see the green? I'm trying to use a color thread that you can see. So it just goes right across like that. And then I'm just going to cut each point off. Now, if you want measurements, what you need to know is this bottom part just needs to be as wide or wider than your can. So it's really, just play with it and you'll do fine. Do you like the way I teach? Okay, I'm going to turn this baby right side out. And there's part of my little bag for my can. Now the red. I am going to fold the red, and for this is going to make the cuff. Only sew the side. You leave the top and bottom open. Be right back. Okay, I just sewed the side. I didn't cut my little threads yet. And then again, as you can see, when I did things very crooked, that's okay. I'm just going to even that out now. Go across. Okay. Now, here's the fun part. You want your bag right side out. You want this inside out. You're going to take the bag and pull it through. And if you're fussy about the seam, you can match the seams together. So see, the seam of the red fabric is going against the seam of the brown fabric, and the right sides are together. So you just put it together like this. Try to even out the top as much as you can. And what we're going to do is go to the machine. And you can stretch the fabric a little bit if you want to make them match. Like you can tell that my brown fabric is probably a little bit larger than the red. But if I stretch, it's going to fit good. So I'm just going to go to the machine now. And I'm just going to sew around this whole top. Just sew around it. Okay. So I just sewed around. And you could trim if you want. I don't. Anything I don't have to do, I don't do. these little bags are really cute for a lot of things. I mean, I'm going to use it for the can, but you can use them for gift bags, Easter baskets. I mean, just so many things. And if you wanted, you could have stopped at just making the brown bag and using that. Tie it with a cord at the top, and you know, you have a nice little gift bag. But I would like to line the top and make a cuff. Okay, so you're going to pull your cuff out. And you can see that we have red and brown attached. I'm trying to get rid of all these massive threads. And then you're just going to tuck the red in. So you can see it makes a little lining. And you don't have to, you know, that's why the bottom of that red doesn't have to be straight or anything. And you can press this if you want. And then you can fold it over to make a little red cuff, and you put your can inside. I mean, how adorable. How can I show it to you? Nice little can. Put some flowers in there. You can put some, even a potted plant. You can make covers for your potted plants. You could, you know, put pencils, whatever. Make some to put in your kitchen. They really are very, very cute. Then, if you wanted, you could put, embellish it. You could sew some buttons on there, put some flowers, whatever you want. It just makes a little can cover. And then, like I said, if you don't want the can, you could just sew on some kind of little strap and make a cute little bag. The kids would love it. Makes a little hat for a doll. How could I show you that? A little sleeping bag for a doll. That's all there is to it. So make some. Take pictures and show me how they come out. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.